Hello and welcome to our Instagram live event. My name is Paul Arsov and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. We are building a decentralized communication and advertising platform, and we're building a community as well. And as part of our community, we're organizing this educational session just like the session today. The topic today is about intelligence, and specifically the topic is superintelligence. Is explosive growth in intelligence possible or not? Before starting to talk about the topic of today, let me tell you a little bit about our project. We're building as I mentioned, decentralized communication and advertising platform. And when we're talking about decentralization, most of the times people think of blockchain technologies and cryptocurrencies. As a technology developer, I can tell you that this is incorrect. This is very, very wrong. Blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies cannot drive decentralization, and they cannot be next generation of internet. The technology has lots of flaws and fundamental issues, and what we are doing in our project is we have a blockchain instance still, but it is used just for our project. The essence of decentralization is direct communication from user to user without going through a server. And we did build a software engine to do this, and it achieves one way. This is one way of achieving decentralization. If we're looking at our project, success of a project depends on marketing. Success of our project and success of every other project and business, it depends on marketing. And to make it interesting and like to attract and build a community, we organize events just like the event today, and we do our marketing by posting on a very, very long list of social networks. The list of social networks includes Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Reddit, Discord, and TikTok. From this very, very long list of social networks, we focus mainly on Instagram, Twitter, and Telegram. As I mentioned, we aim to build a community, and to make it interesting for this community, we organize events just like today. Today is Sunday, and the channel we are currently using is Instagram Live. But we have an educational event on the same topic, and these educational events on Saturdays and Sundays, they're recurring every week. And the event on Saturday, it happens on Twitter Space, which is audio-only channel. And we started doing these educational events about 1 year, a little bit more than 1 year ago. And the topic of our very first educational event, which happened only on Twitter Space, was what is blockchain. The topic of our second event, which happened on both Twitter Space and Instagram Live, was what is a smart contract. Some of the topics of events which happened week after week and month after month were applying astrology to cryptocurrency trading, central bank digital currency versus ordinary crypto, confrontation is looming, decentralized finance destined to implode, decentralization engines, blockchains as a decentralization engine and other decentralization engine implementations. So in the end of 2022, we had 2022 reviewing crypto. In the beginning of 2023, we had predictions for crypto in 2023. We had several events about artificial intelligence, and like today's event, it touches also on the topic of general and artificial intelligence. But I did mention our recurring weekly events on Saturdays and Sundays, and these are educational events. But we have a recurring event coming every Thursday. And 1 week, Thursday 1 week, we have Ask Me Anything session, and this is a general Ask Me Anything session. The following Thursday, we have Ask Me Anything session, but it is focused specifically on NFTs. But why? Why do we focus the Ask Me Anything session on NFTs? We do this because we did release very recently a marketplace and our first collection of our NFTs. So what is interesting, what is unique and special about our NFTs is that they are based on three-dimensional objects. So if we compare a handling of like ordinary two-dimensional static images and handling of three-dimensional objects, we have to notice that 3D objects, they need specific software which can load these 3D objects, while the 2D objects they can be loaded by web browsers, image editors, like graphics creating programs, and etc. And image viewers. In our project, we did create our own software engine which loads the three-dimensional objects, and first it opens a screen for the 3D object. It loads this 3D object, and then it starts animating this 3D object in a random way. The object starts moving in random fashion around the screen. But our 3D software engine also brings a long list of capabilities. The first capability which the 3D software engine brings is the capability of speaking. And the 3D NFT can speak in one of three different voices. The 3D NFT can speak in a male voice, or it can speak in a female voice, or it can speak in a whisper. In addition to these three basic capabilities, we have flavors of each of these three voices, and the voice can be spoken in normal speed, or it can be spoken in a fast speed, or it can be spoken in a slow speed voice. And If we take, for example, male voice and it is spoken in a slow speed, then this voice can come as the voice of a very masculine person or the voice of an old person. On the other hand, if we pick a female voice and it is spoken with a fast speed, then this voice can come as the voice of a funny person or the voice of a little girl. The next capability which our 3D software engine brings is the capability of voice recognition. Like the 3D NFTs, they can recognize voice commands. And for example, if we have a 3D NFT which is loaded in a screen, in a window, and it keeps moving in a random fashion, then you can command this 3D NFT to stop moving. And then the 3D NFT is going to stop moving. Then you can command the 3D NFT to move left, move right, move up, move down, zoom in, zoom out, rotate. And then the 3D NFT is going to follow and fulfill the command to move left, move right, move up, down, zoom in, zoom out, rotate. So that's it regarding to the voice recognition capabilities. But the next capability is the capability of the 3D NFT having basic artificial intelligence. Wow, really, wow. The 3D NFT, they can, for example, you can ask the 3D NFT, what is your name? And then the 3D NFT is going to tell you their name. You can ask the 3D NFT, who are you? And then the 3D NFT is going to tell you who they are. You can ask the 3D NFT to describe something. For example, describe Web3, or describe decentralization, or describe Russia. And then the 3D NFT is going to tell you in few sentences about Web3 or about decentralization or about the country called Russia. So that's it regarding to the basic artificial intelligence capability. But the last capability of the 3D NFTs is the capability of seeing these three-dimensional objects, which is projected in a flat two-dimensional computer screen, the capability to see this 3D NFT in real 3 dimensions. Like the 3D NFTs are currently having one version and it is put on a flat computer screen, but they're going to be having a second version which is going to be displayed in stereoscopics. And stereoscopics means that part of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in red or reddish color, and another part of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in blue or bluish color. Then you, the user, can order special glasses from us, and when you receive these glasses, you are going to see that one lens of these glasses is red and the other lens of these glasses is blue. And then when you put these glasses on and like you have the 3D NFT projected in stereoscopics, then you can see this 3D NFT coming out of the screen in real 3 dimensions. So that's unique, that's interesting, and that's very innovative for NFT, which is coming to the NFT market. And as I mentioned in the maybe a presentation which was done about 2 weeks ago, our aim is to bend the wheel of the market. Basically, this is the NFT market currently is going into certain direction. But with our 3D NFTs, we are aiming to change the direction which the NFT market is going, and change this direction towards having 3-dimensional objects, and these 3-dimensional objects having lots of capabilities. Essentially, we are aiming to move the market away from the current flat 2D 2-dimensional images and towards 3-dimensional images with capabilities. I did mention our 3D NFTs, but let me tell you a little bit also about our marketplace. And as I mentioned, in our project we have our own blockchain instance, and by having our own blockchain instance, then our collection is deployed on our own blockchain instance, and future collections, whether coming from our project or from other creators, they are going to be deployed on our blockchain instance, and the users who are coming to buy the 3D NFTs, they're not going to be needing to cover the gas fee for deployment of the smart contracts, the initial deployment, and further, they do not need to cover the gas fees for the transfers from one owner to another owner. So that's the first advantage, and the second advantage is that by detaching from a specific popular blockchain and having our blockchain instance, then we allow our 3D NFTs to be bought and then sold to use multiple crypto coins as in the way of payment. Currently, we have 4 different crypto coins which can be used for buying and for selling, receiving the proceedings from sale of 3D NFTs. The list of our crypto coins which are used on our 3D NFT marketplace includes Solana Sol, Avalanche Avax, Polygon Matic, and Qcoin, which is a big centralized crypto exchange. They have KCS coin. All of these 4 different crypto coins, we did select these crypto coins with number of criterias. So we did select crypto coins with low gas fees, so that a user who is withdrawing either from a centralized exchange, they are paying a lower withdrawal fee, or if they withdraw from private wallet, they are paying a low gas fee for the transfer. So by having this criteria did did prevent us from using Bitcoin and Ethereum because they have very high gas and Satoshi fees paid for transfers, and it did like discard multiple other crypto coins which were either not popular or they have slow transaction time or they had high gas fees. But in our marketplace, we also have another way of payments for buying and receiving proceeds from sale. We allow users to do direct payment with fiat currencies. Basically, users who are coming to our marketplace, they have a choice of payment either in fiat currencies or the list of 4 other crypto coins which they could be using for buying and receiving proceedings from sale of our 3D NFTs. So it is I describe our marketplace, but I can briefly tell you the journey which the user is going to do by starting with coming to our 3D NFT marketplace website and ending with actual use of 3D NFTs. First, when the user comes to our 3D NFT marketplace, and the name of our 3D NFT marketplace is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. Once again, it is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. When the users they click on this URL or reach the site by web search and web browsing, then they're going to be presented with the first page which shows like a composite image of the objects of our first collection and the image telling people that we will be having upcoming collections. Then the user is clicking on the first image and then you can see all of the objects arranged on the screen of our first collection. Then you can scroll up and down and find one of the 3D NFTs that you like. Click on the image of this 3D NFT, and then another page is coming where you are seeing video of this 3D NFT as it is moving around the screen. And then the video is followed with the pricing of the 3D NFT, and the pricing of our first collection is currently $99, either in fiat currency or in stable coins for all the objects in our first collection of 3D NFTs. And so the collection of the 3D NFTs, so I did describe like all of the objects, they have the same price and the price is recalculated. So I mentioned that you see following the video, you see a text line which shows the price as $99, and the price is also recalculated in 3 other popular fiat currencies. These $99, they're recalculated in euros, they're recalculated in UK pounds, and also recalculated in Japanese yens. But going further down from the price in fiat currency, you are going to see the price of for paying of these 3 NFTs recalculated for 4 different crypto coins. Basically, we are pulling the current market spot price quote for all of these 4 different crypto coins, and then we are recalculating this price, which is pulled every minute, and this is very, very fresh and very, very actual price of these crypto coins. And this price quote is then recalculated to US recalculated to the crypto coins that we are having. It is recalculated these 99 stablecoin dollars. They're converted to Solana, and the screen is showing the Solana amount that you have to pay for purchase of this 3D NFT. In this way, we are detaching our collections from price movements of crypto currencies, and the pricing of our three-dimensional objects are always based on either fiat or stablecoin values. And these fiat and stablecoin values, they're stable, and they're insulated from the movements up or down of the crypto coins that we're using and the crypto market. But following the price calculation in crypto coins, we are having a drop-down box which is prompting you, the user, to select if you want to pay for purchase either in fiat currency or in one of these 4 other crypto coins. And this drop-down box is followed by an edit box where you are putting your email address, and this email address is serving as your user ID for the marketplace. When you click the button to go and buy, if you did not previously register, you're going to go through the process of registration. And if you did register, then there is a second screen which is coming, and on this second screen you are putting your password for your registration on the marketplace. And you are going to put a code which has been sent to your email address. You have to go to your email client, pull this code which was sent at the point of clicking the button, and together with this password and code which you put, you can log in on the marketplace. But let me tell you a little bit also about the process of registration. During the registration, essentially you're putting your name, first and last name, date of birth. You're putting also your address. You're putting the country where you're living or residing. And when you click on the button to advance next, you are presented with a screen which is asking you to upload image of your the front page of your ID, which could be your passport or your national ID or your driving license. Then when you click on the button to advance next, you are presented with a screen asking you to load the second document, which would be the back of your national ID or the backside of your driving license, or if you did previously upload passport, you can upload the front side of your driving license, national ID, or another document. Then when you click next, you are presented basically like at this point based on the country in which you're residing, or like you are citizen of, and so you're going to be like our like ordering and marketplace system is checking which country do you belong to of two groups of countries. In the first group of countries, we can handle payment by fiat currencies. And if you do belong in this group of countries at the point of registration, then you're presented with a prompt to enter your credit card or debit card, which is going to be used for purchases of 3D NFTs. And when you click next, you're going to be presented with the following screen of putting information about your bank account. And the bank account is going to be used for receiving of proceedings from sale of 3D NFTs, which the user did purchase, they put for sale. Some other person did come, they paid with fiat currency, and the first user who bought the 3D NFT is going to be receiving the proceedings from the sale of this 3D NFT, and the second user is going to get the 3D NFT which did previously belong to the previous user. So that's the reason for asking a bank account. And like when the user clicks next, then they're presented with a screen which is asking for the user to enter two different addresses. One of the addresses is for Solana Sol wallet, and the other address is for Ethereum virtual machine compatible address. So this is usually MetaMask or some other EVM compatible blockchain address. And the first address is used for receiving of proceedings from sale. If the buyer who came, they pay in Solana, then this user is going to receive proceedings on their wallet address of Solana. And if the user did pay in either like Avalanche AVAX or Polygon Matic or KuCoin KCS, and then they're going to receive the proceedings from payment in the second like address, which is universal and covers these 3D crypto coins. So at the end of registration, the user is presented with a prompt to download the software engine for the NFTs. And when the user clicks on the link, they're coming to a screen, and this screen is showing that we have three different versions for three different desktop operating systems. We release the software for Windows. We have release of 3D software engine for Mac OS, and we have released the 3D NFT software engine for Linux. So the user can click and download one of these operating systems. Then like they're going to go through installation, and when they start the 3D software engine, then the 3D software engine is opening a browser screen, and on this browser screen like they set for the user to enter their email address, serving as user ID for the marketplace. We click on the button to log in. They're going to be presented with a second screen, which is asking for the password and code, which was sent by email. When the user click on the button to validate, then when they put the code and password and click on validate, there is a request sent to the marketplace to do a search of the assets of this specific user, and then these assets, if they have not been previously loaded, they're pulled from the marketplace and loaded on the computer system of the user. And then the user is presented with a browser tab, which shows the one or more of the 3D NFTs which the user did purchase. So when the user clicks on the first 3D NFT that they purchase, then a window is opened, and this first 3D NFT is loaded and started swinging around the screen. Then the user can click on, if they have multiple 3D NFT, they can click on another 3D NFT object, and then a second window is open for the 3D NFTs, and we are having the first 3D NFT moving around the screen, and then we are having a second 3D NFT which is also moving around the screen. Then the user can click and load more of these 3D NFTs, as many as they want. And so that's basically it. All of the way, all of the journey the user has to do with the very first initial coming to our 3D NFT marketplace until the moment they start using and seeing these 3D NFTs. With this said, I will be ending the talking about our project and coming back to the topic of today. And the topic of today is superintelligence. Is superintelligence possible? Is explosive growth in intelligence possible or not? This presentation was inspired by an article that I did read recently, And the short answer to the question is no. I believe, and according to the article, uh, also what is said in the article, it is not possible to have super intelligence, and the presentation is going to tell you why. But when the when the term superintelligence was coined, and when it came into existence, so that we are mentioning it today. We have to go back to the 1960s, where one science fiction writer called Good. I think what was the name of this science fiction writer? I think it was called J. Good. And this science fiction writer, he wrote one or more books about intelligence, which starts initially as having comparable to human capabilities, but then it starts improving itself and by itself, and starts getting more and more intelligent, and eventually and very quickly it reaches the point of superintelligence, which surpasses by leaps and bounds the human intelligence. So that is what has been a dream of starting with the 1960s to the present day. There are science fiction writers which are talking about singularity, and singularity means that there is going to be rapid development, and it is going to be accelerating exponentially, and at some point there is going to reach a point of singularity where we are reaching what the Buddhists call nirvana. So it's the point which is going to be our environment is going to be permeated by intelligence, and either this intelligence is coming in nanobots in the nano world, and growing up to the our solar system, getting energy from the sun, and having some kind of intelligent belt, and which is permeating our planet, our solar system, and further in the galaxies and the universe. So that's the dream of the science fiction writers. But according to the article, this is actually not possible. But why? Why it is not possible? First, let's look at what is actually intelligence. And if we're looking at what is actually intelligence, we have to notice that intelligence is not something general which can accumulate over time and become super intelligent, but intelligence is can be defined as the capability to solve problems, and this capability to solve problems is aimed to specific problems. So if we are looking at For example, our human brain, um, we are essentially like tuned by our intelligence to like this intelligence is actually connected with the human body, and our human intelligence is like aimed at doing subconscious and conscious tasks. The subconscious tasks which our human intelligence is doing is breathing, moving, seeing, hearing, like experiencing touch, and etc. And conscious things are like which our intelligence is giving us is like learning, like interacting with other people, participating in our civilization, and like advancing constantly with things which like people either learn or they experience. And if we're looking at artificial intelligence, which is relatively recent creation, the artificial intelligence, as we know, is also oriented towards solving specific tasks. Like intelligence, which is oriented towards like responding to prompts which are submitted by text from humans. So humans can type text, and then this artificial is this text is going to the artificial intelligence, and the artificial intelligence is solving the problem of responding to this prompt, and the response is coming in a form which makes sense to people. And so like this is one type of intelligence that we're having currently. Another type of intelligence that we're having currently is the response of the user who is typing a few words or few sentences in a text prompt, and then the artificial intelligence is returning an image which is based on the prompt, and this image is representing things which were coming as requested from the prompt. So the first thing with the problem solving is that intelligence is oriented towards solving specific problems. Then if we're looking at them, like what is the source of intelligence, and like if we're looking at humans, the source of intelligence is concentrated in our brain. The source of our reasoning and the capability for learning and the capability for interacting there, concentrated in our brains. If we take the brain itself from human, the brain itself is a biological tissue, and as a biological tissue, it is not there is nothing intelligent about the biological tissue of the brain. And so, like if we're looking at artificial intelligence, the capabilities for artificial intelligence are coming in from one or more microprocessors, and these microprocessors, they're connected to their own storage space and their own program, which is running the artificial intelligence part. So if we take the microprocessor and the memory and the storage space and program by itself, they are not going to be if they do not operate, it is just a piece of hardware which is not powered. So we have to put also the intelligence in the context of in the context which it expresses itself. So if we're looking at intelligence, there is no such thing as general intelligence. The intelligence can be understood only in the context of solving a problem, and as we mentioned previously, this problem and this issue is very specialized. So what would happen if, for example, we have our human brain, and we know that dolphins are probably the most advanced and most sophisticated creatures living in water. So if we have some kind of mental experiment of the possibility of transferring a human brain into the body of a dolphin, the human brain is tuned and operating a human body which is standing on a flat and hard surface. On the other hand, the body of a dolphin is oriented towards living either completely submerged and surrounded by water, or being partly submerged in water and partly above water, but not standing on a flat and hard surface. So this is this tells us that intelligence is very specific. It exists in a specific context, and it is geared towards specific modalities. These modalities being sensor motor, or it is oriented towards also a specific environment, be it hard surface or water, and having a specific upbringing, which is all of the learning experience which we did acquire from the moment we were born up to the present moment of our existence. And this intelligence is not general and not situated in a specific thing like either the biological tissue of the brain or the microprocessor memory storage space of particular computer system. So another thing which we have to look at is the capability of learning and increasing intelligence cannot be achieved by the brain itself or the microprocessor itself. So basically, intelligence expansion can only come as a form of co-evolution within the environment which this intelligence is existing. So, if we're looking at people who they did, for example, scientists or engineers, and some of these people they made a big breakthrough in a certain field. But even though these people have been very skilled, what their breakthrough is in a specialized field. So the breakthroughs certain people are doing, they're not general, and they're not covering everything. Basically, the breakthroughs of intelligent people are in a specific area. And our environment, the area where we're existing, this environment is putting a limit on our individual intelligence. Intelligence is not superpower, and exceptional intelligence does not bring us exceptional powers over our circumstances and our environments. If we're looking at people who are exceptionally intelligent and looking at their lives, we can see that the lives of these people are not exceptional. And if we measure intelligence by intelligence quotient, we will be seeing that people with the highest IQ, basically they did not make significant breakthroughs, and they live normal and ordinary lives. On the other hand, if we're looking at scientists who make breakthroughs in certain fields, these scientists, they possess much more moderate IQ, which is higher than the ordinary human IQ, but it is also not the exceptional IQ of few very limited group of individuals who have the highest measured IQ. So these scientists which make the breakthrough, they have lower than the highest IQ, but they make the breakthroughs because they were focusing for a very long time to a specific field, and this focus paid off with breakthroughs they did achieve. So that's the being environment. If we're looking at the environment, our environment is putting hard limits, and there's a bottleneck to problem solving, and the bottleneck is our circumstances, our environment, and this environment, it determines how our intelligence is expressing itself, and it puts hard limits on what effectively we can develop and we can leverage as intelligence. So, as we said, most of our intelligence is not in the brain, but it is connected with the body, and not only with the body, but it is externalized in our civilization. So like our biological brains, and if we're looking at like computer systems with their microprocessors, um, like our biological brain is small, um, and small part of the whole intelligence of our civilization. So what we have to add in the picture uh, for our current human level intelligence is we have to add our smartphones, tablets, computer systems, um, Google search, internet, the cognitive tools, school learning, books, mathematics, computer programs, and etc. So, like the most cognitive thing or the operating system of cognition is basically our language, and like as individual humans, if we take an individual and we're putting this individual separate from the rest of our environment, basically um, this individual is going to be useless uh, on its own. And essentially it is the accumulation of knowledge tools which was done over thousands of years, um, and what we call our civilization, which did reach this level of intelligence, and this intelligence is actually collective intelligence of our civilization. So, like basically, the like a human, like our intelligence is not also concentrated in the brain, but this intelligence is offloaded to like uh, computer systems, and to our books, and to the tools that we are using, and to the rest of the people who are working in their respective fields. Um, the other thing we have to look is um, the individual brain or individual CPU. It cannot implement recursive and recursive and exponential growth of intelligence. A single human brain on its own is not capable of designing a higher level intelligence. In the same way, a single CPU is not going to be capable of advancing further. It is capable of connecting probably with the other CPUs, and but the limitations then, there are bottlenecks and limitations of the specific program which is running for the computers, and we have to notice that as humans, we are not capable of self-improving. We are capable of improving through learning, but learning requires going outside and like acquiring think and acquiring knowledge. Um, so it is like this collective accumulation of knowledge in a system called civilization, which is actually the bringing the intelligence, and being our current super intelligence in our civilization. So like this has been a process which has been going on for like a large amount of time, and it did involve countless number of humans, and it also involved externalized intelligence in the books, computers, mathematics, science, internet, and etc. And what is external is much more than our individual human intelligence, and much more than the program which is running on one or more CPUs, and like much more than this intelligence which was achieved by humans or machines. And so this tells us that like this collective tools and collective intelligence in the civilization, it allows development of capabilities greater than current capabilities. It allows us to advance our capabilities. So, but it tells us that the artificial intelligence by itself, it is not going to be capable of developing abilities greater than themselves. So it is also it is capable of developing gradually and collectively intelligence which is in the context of existing humans and existing civilization and our environment. So in this sense, the artificial intelligence is no different than computers, and it serves as a tool to empower our civilization and to advance our capabilities, advance our civilization. So our problems and our ability, they're gradually improving, but this progress and this improvement is not going to be explosive and exponential. The progress is always linear. If we're looking at the our capabilities, most of the times intelligent creature, they're recursively improving, but as we're improving, we're facing constraints from the environment. So for example, we are having improvement in one part, but then another part, the other part, they're putting resistance to the first part which it did advance. And so we have to notice that if we are improving in one field, then antagonistic processes would be arising in other fields, and they're going to be presenting the exponential process and progress, and making this progress seem linear and bit by bit, and gradual increase over time instead of explosion and exponential growth. So if we're looking at our scientific progress, if we take the example of humans, so this progress has been done in like linear steps. And for example, if we're looking at like uh, improvements, uh, like these improvements are coming eventually to a bottleneck, or they're facing resistance from other parts, and this slows down the uh, incremental growth. So like the initial breakthrough in a field is achieved by, for example, scientists or engineers picking the low-hanging fruit, but like advanced into the specific field faces more and more researchers coming to this field, and so it is exponentially difficult to like communicate with all of the researchers and to try the different things that these researchers are proposing. And the friction, there is a friction in them uh, like accepting and new things which are contributed in an existing previous field. So with this said, like I'm going to conclude that essentially superintelligence and explosion in intelligence is not going to be possible. Intelligence is possible in the context of our civilization and the context of our environment, and intelligence is geared towards solving specific problems and specific issues. Um, with this said, I will be ending our presentation. I'd like to invite you to come and join our community. And for example, if you go to our 3D NFT marketplace, and the name of the 3D NFT marketplace is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. Once again, 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. On the bottom of every page, you can see the icons of the social networks that we're posting on. You can click on one or more of these icons, and you can become a follower, or you can become a member of the group of a specific social channel. With this said, thank you for coming. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and goodbye.